The lesson of today is called it's called conduct, proper conduct. Okay, so I'm going to read a few scriptures and then I'm going to shut it down. So I'm going to read Titus, the 2nd chapter, 12th verse. We're going to be read the New American Standard Bible version, and we're going to read King James version. And I'm doing that for a reason. It's a lead up. So here we go. So we're going to read Titus 2 and 12, instructing us to deny godliness and worldly desires, and to live sensibly. So I'm going to look up this word sensibly. Okay, so sensible. Okay, give me 1 minute. Wisdom or prudence. Okay, practical, realistic, responsible. Now, if you're on Facebook, you're on Facebook or social media and you're holding up guns, you're holding up guns in a very carnal like manner. Is that reasonable? Is that practical? No. Okay. Let's move on. Rational, logical, sound, circumspect. If you're on the internet and you're holding up weapons and you're posing and brandishing your arms on the internet, is that being circumspect? Okay. No, it's not. Sober. No nonsense. Pragmatic. Level-headed. Serious-minded. Thoughtful. Wise. Prudent. Mature. You understand? And these brothers that are doing these things are old brothers. These ain't no young brothers. These are brothers. These are some older brothers. You understand? So if anything, they should have the understanding, and their maturity level should be quite there because of their age. So they should have really have aged by now in terms of their maturity levels. They shouldn't be holding up guns. That's something I expect a teenager to be doing. Right, so I've read the word, the meaning of that word there, the dictionary here, just to break down what the point is. So we broke down the word sensibly. Okay, we're reading on. I'm going to bring it back, instructing us to deny godliness and worldly desires, and to live sensibly, righteously, and godly in the present age. Now we're going to read King James, same verse, same verse in chapter and same book. This the King James version, teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lusts, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world. So then let's go into the word sober. Okay, with a sound mind, soberly, temperately, discreetly. See, now that's the point I really want to. I want to touch on that word, discreet. The brother made out I was getting on him about having the gun on having the gun. You can have a weapon, Israel. It's lawful according to the scriptures. You can have a weapon for protection purposes. The scriptures. One of the scriptures say, sell your garment and buy a sword. Roughly paraphrasing. So in Israel, in ancient Israel, we had weapons. Christ had a breastplate. You know what I mean? We were warlike men, and we were always ready for war if it went down. So that wasn't the issue. The issue was the way the brother was presenting himself before the world on Facebook. You know what I mean? And the way he did it was very reckless, and it wasn't done with a sound mind. As I'm reading the scripture and the meaning of the word within the scripture. So let's go into that word again. There's a particular word that I'm reading about. We're going to go into that word sober. We're going to read some more, right? Okay. With a sound mind, soberly, temperately, discreetly. So we have to be discreet. The issue isn't the gun. The issue is being discreet. You have brothers coming in the truth who are coming out of the world, coming out of gangs and all these different and violence and things of that nature. So if they see brothers acting wild and acting like they're in the world, brothers are going to cleave to Israel. But they're going to cleave to Israel with that same ghetto ass hood-like mentality. You understand? And they're doing that because they see other brethren do it. They see other, I hate to say it, but they see other simple-minded brothers doing that. Brothers of age at that doing these things. So if a young brother see a man of age doing foolishness like that, he's going to follow suit. And he's going to want to join based upon that. Because our youngsters are very simple, right? That was the point that's the point. Okay? So at the end of the day, it's not about me. I'm not getting on brothers. I'm not getting on that particular brother, right? I watch them brothers. Is a particular brother in HOI in Awaken Israel. Some beautiful brothers. I love them brothers. You know, they got the Elder Terrar brother, beautiful brother. He's a strong speaker. They got this brother Zabak. Some good brothers. But it was just certain things that I saw and I had to address it. And I addressed the brother and I addressed the issue, and the brother was quoting scriptures. But, you know, I made it very clear. I understand the scriptures he was bringing out about weapons and I can have weapons. That's not the point. The point was, you know, it's the way you're presenting yourself before the world. It looks very carnal, and it's not, and it doesn't look like it doesn't look sound. It doesn't, you know, if a person looking in, they would say this man is a wild man. He's a man with no decorum. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the book of Timothy's third chapter, 2nd verse. Right, we're not gonna be long. It's gonna be a short video, straight to the point. It says the bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife. Some brothers say you can have 2 wives. That's neither here nor there. Okay, but this is dealing with the bishop. So if we're dealing with the bishop is technically supposed to have 1 wife. Okay, so but this is the bishop. Some brothers are known as some brothers are known as elders, bishops, priests, same type of thing. Okay, so a bishop then must be blameless, the husband of 1 wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior. Okay, so now if you're brandishing your arms on Facebook, is that of good behavior? Right? Is that good behavior? That's not good behavior. Okay, it's not good behavior. All right, that's not a sober man. That's a man. That's a wild man. That's a man that's not thinking straight. That's a man that's not spiritual. That's a man that's not really in the truth. He's a man that's his mind is in the world. Okay, so we're gonna read again. We're gonna read the word. We're gonna read we're gonna read that particular word there in the dictionary. We're gonna read the word sober. No, Salaki. We're gonna read good behavior. It's quite straightforward, but I've got to do this to bring home the point. Okay, so good behavior, well arranged, seemly, modest, orderly, decorous, of good behavior, modest. Okay, well arranged, seemly, modest, of a man living with decorum. See, I like that word decorum. A well-ordered life. Let's read the word decorum. Let's go to that word decorum. Okay? Decorum. Behavior in keeping with good taste and propriety. Decency. Correctness. Right? Okay. What else we got? We got etiquette. We got protocol. Customary behavior. Good form. Custom. Convention. Conformity. Conventionality. Usage. Ritual. More. Right, we got some more. Hold on. Okay. So there it is right there. Calm and polite. Behavior that is socially correct. Calm and polite. Okay, and it goes on. So now again, we have to ask ourselves, if you're on Facebook or wherever you are, social media, Instagram, wherever you may be doing these things, if you're on social media and you're doing these things, right? Are you really in the spirit? Are you using decorum? Are you having decorum? Are you a man of wisdom? Are you living a modest lifestyle? Or are you living a wild lifestyle? Are you being belligerent? Are you being out of control? Right? Because I'm reading the scriptures and I'm breaking them down. And brandishing weapons on social media, you're going off. You are actually going off, and it's not a good look because you have people who are watching. You have the police, you have the feds, everyone's watching. So doing that in itself is simple. It's actually really simple, and it's something that a child really should do. I expect a 12-year-old, 13-year-old to take their parents' gun and pose with the gun on social media like an idiot. But we're grown people who should have some sort of wisdom and understanding by now to know that, look, I can't do this, looks bad. So I've got to make this video to give you the proper understanding of proper etiquette and conduct in according to the Most High. Because what it is, you got, and I understand. And at times I don't blame brothers, but I understand brothers are coming out of the street. They're coming out of the street life. And these brothers ain't really been raised correctly. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame them. But at times, you know, sometimes the elders of these camps have to check these brothers and vet these brothers and see where these brothers are coming from. Because when you give the man the baton and he ain't fit, he gonna end up fumbling the baton. You understand? So you gotta vet these brothers, these young brothers coming in. Whether the man be 40, he's still a young brother. You gotta vet these men and make sure that they're correct. And if they're not correct, then you gotta sit them down and you gotta teach them all over again. But to give a man a garment, give a man a Hebrew name, throw him on the streets, and have the man speak, give the man a Facebook social media account, and have him, you know, throw his life out there on social media with pictures of guns and weapons and saying all type of different things, posting all type of different things. It's not a good look on Israel. So, you know, that's all, family. That's all I wanted to say, family. I pray, you know, the Most High bless you brothers and sisters out there, and you know, I hope you was edified. Hope you understood where I was coming from. And again, this is not an attack on the brother, you know, because he did block me because I was making some heavy points, and the brother, you know, he blocked me. I realized that when I clicked this page, I couldn't, you know, get to the brother. I couldn't get through to the brother because he had blocked me. You understand? But he thought I was attacking him. I wasn't attacking him. I was only trying to build the brother up and let him understand where I was coming from. Evidently, you know, I guess he didn't want to understand where I was coming from, so he got offended, blocked me, and that's that. Okay? But brothers, we got to learn to use the decorum. We have to be smart. We have to use wisdom. We can't be dumb in this truth, right? We have to seek counsel. If we're not sure of certain things, seek counsel, right? I've been in the truth since I was 16, okay? I'm now 24, going on 25, right? So I had to learn too, but I'm seasoned in the truth. So I just hope brothers out there were edified, and that's all, brothers. Shalom. Peace.